Earth signs. Hello, my darlings. How are you? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I am doing your weekly reading for you, grouped together in the elemental elements this week, because I am launching my Veritas Oracle deck this week at SPAFEST, at CARFEST, this huge event here in the UK supporting children's charities in Hertfordshire. And if you would like to come and see me there, I would love to see you. The deck is just gorgeous. It's been, the artist is the wonderful Julia Montgomery. And the cards all have, if you can see here, this one is healing. They all have a wonderful message at the front from Spirit. And on the back, you have a more detailed message from Spirit, which includes questions for you to sort of consider about the situation that you may be finding yourself in. The cards are in no particular order. They will be in divine order for you when you pull them. There is an affirmation at the end for you. And within therein also lies a guidance with regards to the spiritual laws of the universe, which are the most powerful guideposts for us to live a more fully conscious, balanced and a harmonious life. So I'm going to use them in today's reading, so you'll get a little sense of what they're all about. I've been, there's the rebirth cards just popped out for you as well there with the chicken. And you may be feeling at this time that the chickens have come home to roost, but all is not as it seems, my darling. Along with those 27 cards, you also have the Veritas way of reading to the laws of the universe as a little cheat sheet for you, and my introduction and grateful thanks. And you can read a little bit more about Julia, the very lovely artist here too, if you would like to pre-order, to reserve a copy of the deck, a signed copy of the deck, before I take them to SPAFEST at CARFEST this week. Please, either the link's popped up above for you or it's in the description box below. Pop onto my website and reserve yourself a deck, and I will make sure I don't take them to SPAFEST with me. So let's move ahead with your reading. I'm also using the Angel Wisdom Tarot, but I just want to first of all see what has going to come out for you from the Veritas Oracle deck. These have been, I've been co-creating with Spirit for about 5 weeks now, and it's been a wonderful, immersive time for me creatively, but also it's been a time I haven't been able to read for you. So I'm delighted to be back, and thank you for your patience whilst I haven't been here. So let's have a look to see what one wishes to come out. Ah, interesting. You have got perception and you have got solitude has wanted to come out. I want to draw your eyes, first of all, to the solitude card with this little hut on this little island here. And the washing line represents the fact that there are still obviously day-to-day tasks that need to be done. But Spirit is, and I'm going to read what it says on the front. Retreat away from what is noisy in your life and seek to listen in the silence, which has much wisdom to share. Sometimes we can get so caught up in something emotionally that we literally feel that roller coaster of emotions, the ups and downs, the highs, the low, the depths, all of it. And the word noise, very interesting enough, comes from the Latin nausea, seasickness. So it represents what is causing you to feel that turbulence of emotions that has pulled you away, almost like a riptide current, pulled you away from where you have felt balanced before and sort of almost floating before and being sort of carried before. I do apologize. It's probably one of my sons texting me. So Spirit is urging you at this time to retreat away. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean physically, it can do, but it means energetically, it means emotionally, it means visualizing yourself taking a step back and detaching away from this. Because when you're caught up in the pull of this, and it may be that somebody else's emotions are much more powerful than yours, and the pull from them is causing you to feel like you've lost your sense of balance at this time, then that is the moment that you pull back, you pull away, you detach. Because when, somebody else is much stronger than yours, it's always a sign that it's time to stop and to redirect yourself. And the island here represents your soul, your sanctuary, that space where whatever you can do for yourself that regathers, regarners that sort of private space, those boundaries that we all need to set at various times in our life when we feel overpowered, overwhelmed, and we need to sometimes overcompensate in other ways that are not healthy for us. So come back, come away now, and do things for yourself. You know, maybe they're little small things. This is a little small island, but maybe it's small steps for you, which are big steps energetically. But, you know, meditate, listen to music, write, go for walks, be with people that create that nurturing sanctuary space that allow you to sit and be quiet and are not forcing you to come to any conclusions or to have very strong perceptions on things at the moment. And because that perception, Spirit is saying, is not quite what it seems. Perception card here with the snakes and ladders game. All is not as it seems. Be open to a new perspective before your next move. So in the snakes and ladders game, the snake, the ladder is always considered a sort of upward move, isn't it? And the snake is considered a backwards move, a downward move. But actually, the snake is a direct perception of pure soul loving energy. It can't hear, so it doesn't get impacted by other people's noise. It can't hear it. So Spirit is saying at this time that if you can have an open mind and be open to a new point of view, a new perspective, a clear perspective on things, and literally state that to the universe. The affirmation on this card is, I call upon infinite intelligence to show me a crystal clear lens of life. That is all that's needed. That's your command vibrationally, and the universe will respond in extraordinary ways. And, you know, we exist in this game of life, and we choose how we see this game of life. If you close your eyes, that's your private universe. Nothing, no thing can infiltrate, can seep in into that space without your express approval. So you can either choose to see something this way or that way. It's always your choice. And Spirit is saying, rather than making a choice right now to have perhaps a very strong view of something, be open to perhaps something else. Allow it to trickle in. Allow the universe to bring that to you at this time. Because, you know, we don't necessarily see things as they are. We see things as we are. We decide what we want to see. So Spirit is saying perhaps there is something, and they're urging you at this time to retreat away and to go about your everyday life, but just be open. In this affirmation here, it says, reveal thy wisdom in my reflections so that my ships can come in over a calm sea. They can't come in while you have this noise around you. This is that up and down. This is that riptide pulling you away. They can't come in. So it's very important at this time that you retreat so you can hear in the silence. Silent and listen contain the same letters. We're so busy in our lives, aren't we? We're so busy doing the two, going to there and doing this and being that, and talking about this and thinking about that. We don't allow ourselves the time and the space to sit. And there is nothing more powerful than silence, because in that silence, you hear your quiet, intuitive voice come through. You will have a dialogue, a conversation. So let's see what Spirit wants to say with the tarot card for you. Thank you, Spirit. Perception and solitude. What wishes to come out? Well, that flew out. Okay. So you've got the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You have already set an intention, my darling, and it's something that I don't think you've been talking about it, actually. I feel, because this is the sort of secret garden here, for me, that talks about keeping things quietly to yourself. No, darling, you can't come up. So it talks about she's now talking to me. It talks about keeping things to yourself. But the Seven of Swords is not running away from something anymore. Okay, you haven't run away from something. You're facing it. And actually, you've walked through your fears. Okay, you've walked through your fears. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. And in facing your fears and pushing through them and being on a quest to understand where you are. This is already happening. This is already something that you are choosing to be open to. Even if you don't know it yet, subconsciously, which directs us, our subconscious feelings direct us, you have a desire or intention to move through this and to have clarity. And this is what is happening now. The illusion of entrapment, you're already starting to see and understand things differently. A lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. Well, you're not helpless here. This sword, this sword of clarity has already opened up these swords here. And these are 7 swords, which represents illusions. It represents not facing something. You already have your hand on the gate. You're already starting to see through the illusion of things. And actually, it's not quite as bad as you thought it was going to be. This is very beautiful, this space here. And alongside of that, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, and you have Wise Counselor, which is the Hierophant, and you have the Ace of Wands. So in your intention to come away and see things differently, you have there is a growing, new-found respect for yourself, a growing, new-found confidence. Now, that's not to say that you haven't been successful. You have. Look at all of the, I'm going to say the word accolades, but the sort of the physical representation of what you have manifested in your life is there for everybody to see, including you. And now you're ready for something new. You're dressed for the part. You're not afraid to be who you truly are. You're living life consciously. You're understanding that vibration, that law of attraction. You're understanding what it is to be you. You understand what makes you tick. You understand what triggers you. You understand actually you are stronger than you thought you were. You are more amazing than you thought you were. You never called yourself amazing before, but you're now quietly stepping beyond your comfort zone, and you're recognizing it's the recognition of you that is powerful. You're not afraid to say to yourself in the mirror, well done me. Do you know what? I love me. I love me because in loving me, I have so much love to give others. I have so much opportunity to give others. I am there to share. I'm there to be of service because I see and recognize the value in myself. This is you, my darling. And this is something that you have been almost forced to recognize that. And whether you are, as the 9 of Pentacles, independent in relationships, independent in your work, independent in any experiences that you might call work or your life purpose, it is something that is very in tune with your soul's purpose. It is something that's very much on that life path for you. And what's happening is that, do you see here all the sort of different signs and everything here with the Wise Counselor? You're stepping up now into a role. Now, I don't know what this is, but energetically, you're stepping up into a space of being of service to others and guiding and supporting others. You had to go through things in order to get there. I feel that you've lost perspective of something right now, and that's why you're being asked to retreat away from it. Something's taken you away from that 9 of Pentacles state of being. Think about it this way. This is the different perspective. You may have thought you'd slid backwards. You may have lost something. You may have felt, this is not in my life anymore. You may have lost a job. You may have lost somebody. You haven't lost. You've gained in your stature, in your energetic presence, in your evolvement. And therefore, there is change happening in your life to reflect that. So change can be scary. And I feel there is big change for you at the moment. And Spirit wants you to regain your balance, come away from something and look at the big picture of it. Look at the big picture. You are safe. You are protected. This is who you are. This is where you've come from. You've always been in control. You're in control now. What is happening for you at this time that you may have felt with a different perspective was happening to you? It's not. It's happening for you as a response to your conscious manifestations, living life consciously. This is the 9 of Pentacles. It's one away from the 10. There is just that wonderful expression that, and I can't remember which faith it comes from, but it's a universal thing, that in order for something to come in, something else has to go. We have to make room for it. So if something's had to go in your life, let go of it because it's pulling you away. Step back away from it, detach away from it, send it off with love, send it off with blessing, send it off with the understanding it is time for it now to leave. It's not for you to hold on to anymore. You, my darling, are surrounded at this time with those that are in loving support as souls for your I'm going to say the word endeavor is what has come to me. Your connection to source energy is growing and growing, expanding within you. Your connection, therefore, to like-minded people is also doing the same as well. And you are, alongside that respect for yourself, you're respecting all of everything you've learned, the lessons from the past too. And look what I'm also saying from my deck, dedication. Being devoted, disciplined, and dedicated to your creative expression, to your creative natural talents and skills. Consider casting your net wider. And there is also in this deck, in this card, there are the fishermen out there. And this is a very happy space here. But consider casting your net wider. Have you been playing it safe? We all have a tendency when we get to this 9 of Pentacles to play it safe. To play it safe, to think, well, you know what, that's right, actually, right, thank you, universe, it's all very good. But if subconsciously, and you're coming out here as this, that you're always seeking, you're always searching, you're always looking for the next big universe thing. The universe has responded to that. So keep an eye out. You're not, of course, your compass is spot on. Your inner compass is spot on. It's you're heading in the right direction. It's coming towards you. But you're trying to hold on to something. That's that riptide that's sort of pulling you away from what it is you've already manifested. Because here it is. Here is that opportunity. What's an opportunity? A divine set of circumstances for you. It's coming in. It's coming. It's on its way. You already know about it. Energetically, you can feel it there. It starts small, but it grows. Out of the seeds of essential truth, great expansion grows. The blueprint of the oak tree lies within that tiny oak. It's there. And it's something you are amazing at because you're remembering, you're knowing again. That's knowledge, to know again. Plants have knowledge. They know again. They remember. They don't try. They just, within their pure potential, this is what they do. And Spirit is saying, there's a little boy here. And you've got is that a little primrose here as well? Be bold now. Be adventurous. Be daring. The universe loves an adventurer. Be ready for surprises and delights when you do it. You're ready. You're ready now for this new space, for this new energetic opportunity for you that's come in. Consider is a powerful word, isn't it? Casting your net wider. Consider, taking into consideration all things, looking at it from a different perspective. You haven't gone backwards. You are meant to go back in order to go forward. We learn far much more from what we might consider failure than we do success. And we all know that. We all know that. We come through failure in a different way than we do with success. You've had so many successes. I'm sure you've had failings in the past as well, and you've learned from those too. So, affirmation for you. I now release the unique creativity within me, and I am devoted and dedicated to such creative expression. I do not limit such creativity by seeing limitation in myself. All is not as it seems. Be open. I call upon infinite intelligence to show me a crystal clear lens of life. Reveal thy wisdom in my reflections so that my ships can come in over a calm sea. This is your 10th pentacle that's arrived, my darling. This is your 10th pentacle. You're already there. It's there. This is number 8, is about the actions that you're going to take and the obstacles and the challenges that you're going to overcome because you're ready. We are never given anything that we are not ready for. We may, within our mind, go, oh my God, scary, scary, scary stuff. That's the sticky stuff within us. But you're so much more powerful than that scary, sticky stuff. Call on that spiritual stuff. That's you. That's you. That's life force energy working through you. You've called this in. Now go and claim it. So much love to you. I trust that has helped those that have resonated with this reading. I look forward to doing your September readings next week for you. In the meantime, as I said, if you are around and you would in the UK and you would love to come to the huge CARFEST, of which SPAFEST is a part of it, I will be there. I will be doing in-person readings. I will be selling the Veritas Oracle deck, and SPAFEST have asked me to do 2 interpretation sessions for them with tarot and oracle cards. So come and join me on a beanbag in the Moon Hub, and I look forward to seeing you there. So much love to you and take care. Bye-bye.